Hi, teacher. Excuse me. Before I leave, I would like to ask you a question, please. Edward. Sure. You know I'm here to help you. What is your question? Thank you. Well, it's about something you always say. All the teachers say the same thing. You always recommend us to think in English. And I know that it's important to speak English well, but I don't know how to do it. I mean, I try to think in English, but it's difficult. So I would like you to help me with that, please. I'm sorry to bother you, but I need to speak in English fast. You don't have to be sorry. I know what you're talking about. And yeah, thinking English is important. But no teacher tells you how to do it. Don't worry, I will help you. Thinking in English helps you learn the language faster. It improves your speaking, listening, and understanding skills. When you think in English, you don't need to translate from your native language. This makes communication smoother and more natural, helping you become more fluent. If you have problems thinking in English, then the first thing you have to do is start small. Begin with simple words and phrases. Think of basic objects and actions in English. For example, instead of thinking apple in your native language, do it in English. Apple, apple. Start by naming things around you, like table, chair, or window. As you get comfortable, move on to simple sentences like, the apple is red, or I am sitting on the chair. This helps you build a foundation of basic vocabulary and simple sentences. What else? Talk to yourself. I know, I will never get tired of telling you this. Have conversations with yourself in English. This might feel strange at first, but it is very effective. Ask yourself questions like, what will I do today? And answer, I will go to the store. Practice speaking about your plans, your feelings, or what you did during the day. This not only improves your thinking, but also your speaking skills. It really works. And I am not telling you this because I read that on the internet or a book. I did it myself. And many of my students also did it, and it worked very well. That's why I can recommend it to you. What else? Oh, use a dictionary, but not in the basic and common way you do it. When you encounter a new word, look it up in an English dictionary. Try to understand the definition in English rather than translating it to your native language. For example, if you don't know the word bicycle, look it up and read that it is a vehicle with two wheels that you pedal to move. This helps you build an understanding of new words directly in English. Now, if you don't have a dictionary, you can perfectly do the same thing just by searching the word on internet. I do it that way. And something that also helps a lot in the process of thinking in English is reading English. Reading in English helps you think in the language. Start with simple books, articles, or even social media posts. Try to understand the meaning without translating every word. If you come across a difficult word, try to guess its meaning from the context before looking it up. This practice improves your comprehension and, of course, helps you get used to thinking in English. What else? Oh, think in English before sleeping. Before you go to sleep, review your day in English. Think about what you did and what you plan to do tomorrow. For example, Today, I went to the store. Tomorrow, I will call my friend. This habit helps you end your day with English, reinforcing your learning and helping you get used to thinking in the language. Personally, I really like this method. I always apply it before going to sleep, since it not only helps me think in English, but it helps me think and organize my life. What else? Oh, use English with friends. If you have friends who speak English, practice thinking and speaking with them. Even short conversations can help. Try to express your thoughts in English during these interactions. Why does it help? Because practicing with others make learning more engaging and effective. Believe me. What else? Oh, think about your interests in English. It helps a lot. Focus on your hobbies and interests in English. If you like cooking, think about recipes and ingredients in English. If you enjoy sports, follow English commentary and think about the games in English. This makes learning more enjoyable and relevant to your life. I like soccer, for example. So I follow sports TV accounts and programs in English to know about my favorite soccer teams. Use visualization. When you learn new words or phrases, visualize them in your mind. For example, if you learn the word ocean, picture a vast blue ocean in your mind. This technique helps you create a mental image associated with the word, making it easier to recall and use. Use English for shopping lists. When you make a shopping list, write it in English. Think about the items you need in English and write them down: bread, milk, sugar. This small practice helps integrate English into your daily activities. Seriously, use English in math and numbers. I do it all the time and it works. Believe me. When doing calculations or dealing with numbers, try to think in English. For example, if you are figuring out a budget, do the math in English. 5 plus 7 is 12. This helps you become comfortable with numbers and mathematical terms in English. And I have many more tips to think in English, but sadly I can't because I have another class. But if you want another video with tips to think in English, just let me know. Take care, guys. I hope you liked this conversation. If you could improve your English a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend.